Hey everybody, we're back on the Las Vegas Strip. It's Jeff from New York, and we are visiting New York, New York. I've become so popular in this town that they've named a hotel and casino after my channel. Not really. When I'm in town and feeling a little homesick, do I go to Paris to be reminded of France? No! Do I go to the Venetian to remind me of Venice? No! Do I go to Caesar's Palace to be reminded of Rome? No! I go to New York, New York to think of home! I mean, look at this. You got your Brooklyn Bridge, you got your Chrysler Building, you got your Empire State Building, you got the Statue of Liberty, and you got that roller coaster that goes all through Manhattan, just like the real city. Well, maybe not. So I knew I was going to be hitting this town right after it opened up, a couple days after it's been shut down for a few months. And I was so happy to hear that MGM was opening the New York, New York as one of their first properties to open after the COVID closures. So as soon as we walked in, we saw the Staten Island Towers. You can get some hotel rooms in that area. And we passed the sports book here at the New York, New York as well. And we're heading into the Greenwich Village area, which has lots of shops and mainly restaurants and bars. Before we even get started on the New York, New York walk, I just wanted to mention, since we passed the Staten Island Towers, that, I don't know, about 5-7 years ago, Staten Island wanted to distance itself from the rest of New York City and become its own city. And the reaction from Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx was, okay. Did you feel the love there? I didn't think so, and by the way, it never happened. I think Staten Island realized after a little while that it's got a lot to lose if it separated itself from the biggest city in the world. Anyway, enough about the real city, and back to New York, New York here in Las Vegas, which is, of course, not real. There's nothing real in this city, folks, if you don't know that by now, except for sand, boulders, and cactus. And here we're passing the Chrysler Tower. If you happen to have a room in the Chrysler Tower, this is where you would catch your elevator. And of course, there's no security here. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. How much does it cost to have someone just stand here at the elevator banks checking for room keys? That's a deal breaker for me, folks. I don't want strangers just coming off the street and hopping on these elevators to the hotel rooms. So the New York, New York opened just a few days ago, and it's can't go past its 25% capacity, and it looks like about half or 50% of these restaurants and bars are open here. As a matter of fact, MGM, the demand for rooms for the New York, New York, and Bellagio exceeded what they thought, so they opened up the MGM Grand across the street to take in more capacity. And as of the uploading of this video, I believe just about every hotel and casino in this city is open now. That doesn't mean the restaurants and bars and nightclubs are open, but just about every hotel and casino is open at this point. And on the right here, we have the bar at Times Square, a very popular bar here at the New York, New York. And if you're a gambler in the casino here, chances are if you gamble enough, you're going to get comped a few drinks at this bar. I have, and it's a great place to hang out. And speaking of the casino here in the New York, New York, I did a video on a slot pull that I did this very day that I walked around the hotel and casino. I stopped off at a Wheel of Fortune. I put like $20 or $40 in the machine and won close to $600. Like a good boy, I got up and walked away, and it was a great day. Make sure you check that slot pull video out on the New York channel. This is Mitzi, the Rubber Ducky Showgirl, who shows up on all my Vegas videos. As most of you know, there are hidden mascots, or some of you call them Easter eggs, in my videos. Mitzi shows up in all the Vegas ones. Sometimes she's easy to spot, other times she's quite elusive, so keep your eyes open while watching the video. If you spot her, note the time in the comments below, and if you're the first one, you'll get a shout out on an upcoming video. Right now we're passing 9-5 Irishman, an Irish pub that was actually built in Ireland and shipped to Vegas and rebuilt, I should say, right here in the New York, New York. On the left here we have Hershey's Chocolate World in the New York, New York. I visited this store as well as other branded stores like the M&M store and the Coca-Cola store on a previous trip here to Las Vegas. Check those videos out. Also, while you're checking things out on the New York channel, make sure you click on that community tab. I do a post almost every day there, and it's kind of like a gathering place for subscribers or fans of the New York channel. I throw up some videos, some questions and photos, and you guys get to comment on them. And it's kind of like I don't know, a gab fest, if you will, for the New York channel. So check it out. Every day it changes. It's the community tab on the New York channel. Did you hear that? Back the video up a second or two. That's the Wheel of Fortune slot machines beckoning me to play them so I can win some money today, which is exactly what I did. And we're coming across a casino bar that's actually open, and the sign says the party starts here. Who sang a song with the lyric, "The party don't start till I walk in"? If you know that, leave a comment below. Hold on tight. And now we're on the mezzanine level looking over the floor of the casino. There's lots of places to grab a quick bite up here, as well as a couple of places to shop. And the nightclub Ugly Coyote, which you might remember featured in a movie about, I don't know, 2 decades ago. And while we're walking around up here, I think it's a good time to let you guys know that I do plan on visiting Vegas again in a couple of weeks, a few weeks actually. And I plan on spending this visit checking out places off the beaten path. So we've covered a lot of popular places here to visit, but there's a lot of places that visitors just don't either know about or don't have time to go see. Those are the places that I want to cover, and they'll be coming out in videos, hopefully, if I make it to Vegas and make it back, in the upcoming future here on the New York channel. I have a comp helicopter ride for the Las Vegas Strip at night, and I didn't get a chance to use it on my last visit because the helicopters weren't running. I don't know if they're running or not right now, but hopefully they will be on my next visit, and that will definitely be a upcoming video as well. And we're going to head back downstairs so we can check out the registration area here at the New York, New York. Hold on tight. And I don't know if you've noticed, but the New York, New York is one of the darker hotels here on the Strip. Not too much natural light here. I'm sorry, your room won't be ready for another hour, but there's some slot machines over there if you need something to do. Between the Greenwich Village area that we walked through at the beginning of this video and restaurants throughout the New York, New York, there is no shortages of places to eat in this hotel and casino. Alright, I know we hit quite a few escalators and we seem to be going up and down, but that's the only way to get around this place. And besides, I like to say, hold on tight. That's odd. A Las Vegas hotel and casino without a blue sky and clouds painted on the ceiling. Alright, so this area that we're heading into is definitely family friendly and especially kid friendly. We have some kid-friendly restaurants here, including Nathan's Famous, and there's also a huge arcade up here on the second level of the New York, New York. The arcade is spotless, as should be, considering, first of all, well, it should always be spotless, but the place has been closed down for a couple of months, so they had plenty of time to fix all the broken light bulbs and polish the floors and get those machines nice and shiny. And by the way, this is also the way to the New York, New York coaster, which the hotel and casino is known for on the Las Vegas Strip. The yellow lockers you see coming up on the right are for all your valuables and loose objects if you plan on riding the coaster. You know, I've always said the Excalibur, which is pretty much right across the street here, another MGM property, had the biggest arcade on the Las Vegas Strip for kids or adults or kids at heart. But I'm beginning to wonder, it seems like this place is a lot bigger than I remember, and it just might be the biggest arcade on the Strip. But if you ask me, it's certainly the nicest. It's clean. Everything seems to be working, and I really like this arcade a lot. And as I said in a lot of my videos, this is the training ground for your kids to learn how to gamble. You put money in a machine, you might win a few tickets, but in the most part, you go home a loser. Back downstairs at the casino, just a little teaser of that Wheel of Fortune slot pull that I won some pretty nice coin on. Again, make sure you check that video out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, ask some questions, and most importantly, subscribe by clicking on the button on the left. You can visit all of my New York videos by clicking on the top right, or check out my videos on other favorite places to visit by clicking on the bottom right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around the city.